Good morning. I am Bethany, the very soon to be 50-year-old founder of VERTERE Skincare, and this is the VERTERE Sunday Sessions. This is when I join you live every Sunday and walk you through my skincare routine and talk about some things that can really help your skin to look and feel and function better and healthier. So, if you're unfamiliar with VERTERE, VERTERE is Latin meaning to turn, and our hyperactive naturals turn around the look of your skin in as soon as 72 hours. That means that in just 3 days' time, you can see really visible results that would normally take a few weeks for other products to deliver to you. And we do that because of our 72-hour synergy. I'm a beauty industry outsider. I come from the consumer perspective because I was a consumer. I still am a consumer. I believe in results, not hype. You will not find any marketing hype or hocus pocus here with any of our products. It's all real results and no smoke and mirrors. So with that said, the topic today is adult acne. And I feel like I'm a real expert on this because this is why I started VERTERE. So if you're unfamiliar with my story, with VERTERE's story, I had started making skincare products as a child and with my grandmother. And that really made me just absolutely passionate about skincare ingredients. I love skincare ingredients from a young age. I love beauty. And I researched ingredients from, my youth all the way to adulthood. And of course, still even now. And when I reached my mid 30s, my skin just dramatically changed and it really affected me. I had breakouts like a teenager, just out of nowhere. I had my first real wrinkles and I had dark spots that I couldn't hide with makeup back then. If I tried it, you could see that I had just layers and layers of like makeup caked on my skin. I was so self-conscious about how my skin looked that I would cancel plans with friends from time to time. I was so embarrassed and it really affected me. And that's when, I took matters into my own hands and created a homemade cream for myself because no matter what I purchased from Sephora or anywhere else and used on my skin, nothing worked. I was layering 4 to 5 products day and night and not seeing any improvement in my skin. And I was so frustrated, to go through all that. Like my skincare routine back then took me a solid 20 to 30 minutes alone just on my skin and no results. I mean, that's incredibly disheartening and frustrating. And that's when I made my homemade cream, which is now our patented Dramatic Transformation Cream SPF 18. And I am just so honored that we've had so many people say how that cream and how our products have transformed their skin, whether they have adult acne, acne scarring, breakouts, hyperpigmentation, whatever their issue is, that it really has made a difference for them because I know how I felt when I was going through that. And you don't feel pretty and you don't feel confident and you don't want people to see you and you don't show up like yourself and you're not yourself and it's terrible. And acne is one of those things that is just such a devastating thing emotionally because you're so self-conscious. It really does such a number on your esteem and how you interact with other people. And especially as an adult, you're balancing work, you're balancing family. Right now in COVID, you've got a whole other dimension of things that you have to think about and worrying about your skin and how you look and if your mask is going to cause a breakout is the last thing that you want to be worrying about. When you're making a critical presentation that your promotion's writing on, you don't want to be embarrassed and holding your head down because you've got a breakout. That's not going to get us to where we want to be in our lives. And that's why acne is so just emotionally devastating. So I'm going to talk to you this morning about adult acne, and I'm going to break down some myths for you. And this topic is so rich and so deep. I believe I will do a workshop on it. So what I will do is, because I know it's going to be more time than you all probably have planned today. I know some of you have, a lot of you have church starting at 10 o'clock, 10:30ish for worship services. I know my online church starts around that time. So I know we won't have time to get into everything today, but I'm so passionate about this and really want to help so many people that are struggling with this that I will do a workshop. I'll post a link. So this is totally impromptu. I don't know if you've watched Sunday sessions before, but this is me live. This is not scripted. So that's why there's no link right now for me to share with you, because I literally just thought of this to do this for you. So I will do a post and share that. But let's talk about adult acne. So, it's something that is on the rise. And, when I knew that when I created VERTERE, when I created our first product, our dramatic transformation cream, like I said, even before other people were acknowledging it, nobody wanted to talk about it. And I'll tell you why they don't want to talk about it. Because in the beauty industry, there are, it's convenient to put things into boxes, right? To categorize you. You're over 40, you need anti-aging. Oh, you're still breaking out? Well, then here, try our acne line. It doesn't help you because everything out on the market that is traditionally geared for acne, including acne cleansers. And I'm talking about, doctor brands, nothing against them, but they are so harsh on the skin. They're so drying. And the number one thing that I want to get across to you this morning is that you do not have to dry out your skin to resolve your breakouts and your acne. You don't. It is a myth. I don't care how oily you are. You do not need to dry out your skin to resolve your acne, and you shouldn't, because that's going to cause a whole host of other problems with your skin that you do not want, especially if you are way out of your teen years. If you are into your 20s, and especially if you're over 30 and you're still breaking out, you do not want to use products that are geared towards drying out your skin. There are clarifying cleansers on the market that will they might get your skin clear, but your skin is going to be so painfully tight, you're going to cause wrinkles and you're going to cause flaking in your skin. And I know because I did it before I created VERTERE. There was a doctor brand that skincare. I used their cleanser, their clarifying cleanser, way before I, started VERTERE, and it was a gel, and it had triclosan in it, which is now banned, and it cleared up my skin all right, but it hurt to smile. Literally hurt my skin to smile because it dried out my skin so badly and made my skin so tight. So that you don't want to do, because that's going to cause more problems for your skin. So this morning, while I'm talking about it, I'm going to stop talking here for a second and get started on my skincare routine. I have my travel sizes, our Travel and Discovers kit sizes, because I actually stayed over at a friend's house. We watched movies in the backyard on this big inflatable TV screen. So it's always great to carry these in your bag, keep them, in your purse somewhere on you in case you you're somewhere and you need to, say, stay over at your parents' house, you know, you want to be able to take care of your skin. So, and because of that, I don't have a hair tie this morning, so we're just going to put it behind my ears. But the number one thing is don't dry out your skin to get rid of breakouts. If you remember nothing else from this morning, please remember that. It's so important. So, like I said, when I created VERTERE, I knew this before and recognized this before, you know, anyone was really focusing on it, and they're still not really focusing on it. You know, VERTERE really is truly the first brand to improve the look of aging, so lines and wrinkles, dark spots, breakouts for every skin tone and type. And that's important too, because if you are a person of color, you have to be careful with what you put on your skin so that you do not get any rebound darkening effects. And that's something else that people don't talk about. But I want you to be aware of that. That's something that I've taken into consideration, because VERTERE is for women and men, every skin tone and type. Because beauty should be colorblind, and the products, I believe that from the very beginning. And our products are for everyone to help them achieve their greatest skin, to restore your skin to the perfection it was created to be. So there is actually an Academy of Dermatology study that was done back in 2011 that did say that adult acne is indeed on the rise. Nobody knows why. They didn't look at causes. We can talk about some causes this morning and potential causes. But it is on the rise. As many as 25% of women over 40 break out. That's high. That's a lot. And if you're in your 20s, it's 50%. So it is a real issue. And the products that are out there that you see for acne, they're not in the best interest for you to use if they are drying, and most of them are drying. So that's why, I mean, I specifically formulated this, because this is the homemade cream that I made for myself, our Dramatic Transformation Cream, SPF 18. I made it to address all 5 concerns so that I wouldn't have to use 5 products anymore and I could use just one. So it not only hydrates, but it also purifies and clarifies the skin without drying it out. It brightens dark spots and discolorations, which is huge, because if you have breakouts, if you have acne, you'll have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is just a fancy term for the dark spot that's left behind when the acne blemish clears and heals. And that can take a while to go away. Also, dark spots from sun damage. I don't know if you are a child of the 70s like I was, and you were a teen in the 80s like I was, and you laid out with baby oil on reflective mats and went to tanning beds, you have sun damage. So, and when you hit your mid-30s, it all manifests and shows up on your skin. So hydration, 5 in 1, hydration, blemishes, dark spots, wrinkles, because I want to smooth out those wrinkles. When you see those first wrinkles, it is not a happy occurrence, because you realize your skin's changing, and you want to age in a healthy way and look your best no matter what your age. So that's smoothing out those wrinkles. And then protection, sun protection. So that's really important. Just remember, hydrating while you're clarifying. And just so you know, if you're someone who's watching and you say, well, Bethany, I have hyperpigmentation and I have wrinkles, but I don't have breakouts. I'm worried, is that going to dry me out? Absolutely not. We have 60 and 70-year-old women and men that use these products and they don't break out, and it firms and smooths their skin and hydrates it beautifully. So don't worry about that. It will not dry out your skin. So I'm going to start with our refining treatment cleanser. Now, our refining treatment cleanser is a lotion to serum cleanser. And this is the first lotion to serum cleanser. So you need to apply it to wet skin because that's really key for the lotion to transform into the serum. And when you rinse it away, you're going to feel a little bit of slip on the skin and you'll think, oh, I didn't rinse the product off. You did. That's the serum. And you want to feel that slip. And you're just going to pat your skin dry so that the serum remains on your skin. So this has 3.2% lactic acid in it, along with some gorgeous non-pore clogging oils like rosehip seed, argan, baobab, and if you are breaking out, if you have adult acne, if you're breaking out, you want to use a cleanser that has actives like what I just mentioned in it. It will make a huge difference. If you are using a cleanser that is just free of any active ingredients, you're doing your skin a disservice, truly, because your skin can look so much better if you use a cleanser with actives in it. So I just woke up, literally. I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. And you're going to see, I'm going to wash my skin and you're going to see just the glow, the immediate glow that it gives my skin. So, and you always want to wash. If you have adult acne, make sure you are, sorry, I've got a reminder that keeps popping up on my phone. Make sure you're cleansing your skin morning and night. That's really important. And that's important no matter who you are, because you want to, in the morning, you want to make sure that you're cleansing your skin of whatever nighttime products that you put on, and you want to give your pores and your skin a fresh, clean slate to apply your daytime products, okay? So really important. So I'm going to wet my skin. I'm going to try not to get my hair wet in the process. Okay, and now I'm just going to apply a few pumps. See, it comes out like a lotion. And then when you rub it on your skin, though, it transforms into a serum. So if you're wondering why the increase in adult acne and breakouts, like I said, they didn't really look at why, because there could be so many reasons why. I'm going to give you some ideas. I know for me personally, when, like I said, the mid-30s, when you hit your mid-30s, that is such a pivotal point in your skin system because your body changes. They say, what, every 7 years? Every 7 to 10 years. And like I said, it takes decades for sun damage and things like that to actually manifest on your skin, for you to see it. So that's why, you know, when you're young and you're laying out, or you're going to the tanning bed and you're burning the candle at both ends, and you know, you don't see the results really until later. It takes some time for those things to actually build up and then reveal themselves. So it could be, you know, that your system, you know, typically I believe the biggest thing is our system changes. And it could be tied to hormonal changes. It could be tied to environmental changes. It could be tied to your stress level. If you are triggered, your breakouts are triggered by stress. I'm going to rinse my skin. It could be if you are triggered by foods. It could be, it could even be estrogenic activity linked to, you know, foods that you're eating or plastics that you're using to store your foods. I mean, there could be so many factors, but I'm telling you right now, regardless of the factors, we don't need to know necessarily. I'm not as concerned about the why. I'm just concerned about resolving it, getting rid of the breakouts. So, because I know when I was, because some of the things you're not going to, like if your system changes, right? And you can't reverse that, but you can clear your skin. And so I am here to tell you, if you are having breakouts right now, please do not despair, because you can get your skin clear. I cleared my skin. I'm telling you, nothing, it responded to nothing that I did, which I'll get into as to why I think that is. So don't despair, because there's some real answers for you. It made me realize you only need a small amount of this. This is the Dramatic Transformation Cream SPF 18, the travel size this morning. You know, sometimes companies put just a small 1% of an ingredient in a product just so that they can say that it's in there, but it's not really in there at the level that's been shown to be effective in studies. It might not be in at the right pH, which is really important with lactic acid. There's so many different things, and that's why VERTERE is different. I set out and determined to be different for that reason. Real actives at proven levels, formulated properly. So the biggest thing to remember is moisture, right? And I'm going to tell you also the ingredients, one of the key ingredients. I don't believe in single, there's no such thing as a miracle ingredient. Everything has synergy. When you work together, you need multiple ingredients, not just one. But I would tell you one that you want to look for is lactic acid, especially if you are out of your teen years. Lactic acid, and you can see my skin has a glow, so instant glow. This is the travel size of our 2-step glass skin treat for daytime. Lactic acid is going to be a huge, huge difference maker if you have adult breakouts. Now, I'm applying our corrective eye concentrate. Now, I highly, highly encourage you to use lactic acid if you are well past your teens, if you are over 30, if you're in your 20s, if you are over 30 at all. Lactic acid is what you want to use instead of glycolic acid, and I'm going to explain why. Glycolic has a smaller molecule, so it penetrates in your skin more deeply. And because of that, there's a greater chance for irritation. As we get older, as our skin changes and it becomes a little bit more delicate, a little bit thinner, we need to handle it a little bit more gently. Lactic acid is perfect for that because its molecule is slightly larger than glycolic acid, so you still get the benefits, but with less irritation. And lactic acid has a little bit more of an advantage when it comes to brightening than glycolic. So lactic acid is just your perfect key ingredient. One, remember, it's not just about lactic acid, but it's one of the key ingredients that you really want to have in your daily skincare routine. It will make such a difference, and your skin is not going to be, if you use Dramatic Transformation Cream, it's not going to be dried out. Your skin is going to be clear. It will help to resolve acne breakouts quickly. It will help to diminish the look of the marks that the breakouts and the blemishes leave behind. And it's also going to help smooth and plump your skin. So it has healthy aging benefits as well. Lactic acid is definitely what you want to use, not benzoyl peroxide, not just salicylic acid. Straight salicylic acid preparations, products typically tend to be very drying, and salicylic with just a touch of it with lactic acid is fine. That's why I put it in here. But you don't want to use just salicylic acid. It's too drying. If you go for, that's why a chemical peel, a BHA chemical peel is salicylic acid. It's designed for really oily skin to cut the oil before they actually put the other chemical peel on. So you don't want just benzoyl peroxide. You don't want benzoyl peroxide at all, actually. You don't want just salicylic acid. Lactic acid is going to be the best thing that you can use for your skin. And I would love it if you would, comment and let me know what you're using right now. Ingredient wise, if you're using benzoyl peroxide, if you're using just salicylic acid, if you're using, something else, we'd love to know. I will tell you that we've been able to have people stop using prescription benzoyl peroxide products and keep their skin clear with these two, our refining treatment cleanser and our dramatic transformation cream. And it also helped their wrinkles as well and the discolorations. We've had people tell us that our products have helped with acne scarring that they've had for years. So, I'm not making a claim that these products are for that. I'm just sharing that this is the feedback that we've received from some of our customers that struggle with this. So this is such a deep topic that we could talk about more. So this is just the first part. I will share a link. I think it would just help everyone if we talked about it a little bit more, because I want you to get your skin clear. There are a few things more frustrating, especially right now, than worrying about a breakout, worrying about acne. And if you are acne prone and as an adult, it typically tends to show up here in the lower part of the face. It can show up, around your forehead, around in typically that T-zone area, but usually it happens in the bottom half of the face, and we're wearing masks. So we want to make sure that our skin is clear and we're not worried about masks exacerbating any breakouts. So just the key things for you to remember this morning for this Sunday session is that if you're using products that say they are for acne, that they're clarified, they're super drying, they're designed and they're drying out your skin, stop using them. Because when you strip your skin, you have to use more moisturizer on top. You're creating more problems for your skin. Don't use the drying preparations. And lactic acid in a proper concentration and pH is really going to be a huge benefit for your skin to keep your skin clear and also help your skin look younger. Hi, Rima. Our refining treatment cleanser has 3.2% lactic acid, and our dramatic transformation cream has 10% lactic acid, along with other synergistic ingredients blended in a way that will really improve the look and texture and appearance of your skin. And like I said, I will do a workshop because I think there's so much more that we can talk about for this and get your skin clear. So again, I'm so passionate about this. I want to help you restore your skin to the perfection it was created in. Let's get your skin back to that clear, gorgeous, healthy glow that you were born with. So please comment. I want to know what you're using right now, whether it's benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, something else. And I will share that link for the workshop. Well, I'll get that set up here within the next 24 hours. Okay. Have a wonderful Sunday.